and you can, this is how you zoom in, and then you zoom out. So just simple, you just literally keep the camera on the ball. You just literally just follow them. And that's all you do with this.
How do you know when to zoom in? When do they want you?
It's all on your preference. If you want to, you can leave the game like this. If you want to, but I always zoom in because I feel like it probably helps the coaches see who has the ball, and I don't zoom in just like where it's like on that player, because coaches want to see where the players are as well on the field to see if what moves, because coaches actually watch the film after, and they make notes for the boys, and they'll send out the link to the boys, critiquing things they could have did better or done better, things that they can work on, stuff like that. So, but it's all up to you if you want to zoom in. I like to zoom in just because, like I said, it's just a personal preference. But you don't have to. Like, you can leave the game like this if you want to, but I usually try to keep it in about that far in. Okay. Not much further than that. When they score, I usually zoom in on the boy who scored.
So they know.
Yeah, just so they know who scored, and it's just the boys like to make highlight clips and stuff at the end of the year, or videos. They'll send it to people. You don't make highlight videos if the boys ask you to. You tell them no, because it's actually really time consuming. If you want to, you can, but I did it my first few years here, and it became a lot because they all started asking me for them, and I was just like, boys, I can't do all y'all's videos.
Yeah.
So. And then, obviously, be careful what you say on camera, because coaches, like I said, do watch film. So if you're ever going to talk crap about coaches, don't do it on camera. I would never talk crap about the coaches on here. But sometimes you'll catch yourself talking crap about the other team. If it's about the other team, oh well. But if you're going to say something bad about one of our players or the coaches, I would just keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's never happened to me. I've always said crap about the other players, but like I said, just be careful what you say. Keep in mind what you say, because the coach does watch it. If you speak into the language, it's helpful. I don't speak into the language, so... Okay.
So, like, you mean like the other coach from the other team will watch it too?
No. If the other team asks you for the video game links, always ask coach first. Because technically they're supposed to have someone who records their own film.
Is that who's over there, going on over there?
Yeah, that's what that boy over there is doing. They can come over here if they want to. We've had a couple teams come over here and record, but most of them like to stay over there because there's no one over there, and a lot of them are really antisocial. There's a couple boys who will come over here and record, and it's nice because they're usually really nice boys. But most of them will stay over there. But 75% of the time they'll be over there. And if you want to stay on this side of me, you can. You can sit on that little thing. Just be careful. There's a spider right there.
I need the sun to go down.
I know.
I can't see.
Yeah, it's miserable. Yeah, if you ever want to bring sunglasses while you're up here, bring them, because the sun, we always play, most of our games are usually right at sundown, and it can get vile most of the time, like this right now, with glue. And bug spray, if you want bug spray, I always bring stuff up here just to have. Today I forgot. I don't have my jacket. They said it was supposed to rain today.
Oh yeah, I brought them about left in the truck.
Okay. No, you'll be fine. I don't see anything that's gonna cause it to rain.
And if it does rain, you still record? How's that work?
Yes. If it starts lightning or thundering, if they call the game, you get inside immediately. If you don't feel safe being up here and it is lightning, you're more than welcome to stop recording. I've always pushed through the rain. Yeah. And if I know it's going to rain, I'll always ask the athletic trainer for a ice bag, and I rip a hole through the bag and just put it around the camera, but enough to where it's not blocking the lens. And you'll get a rain jacket. During the winter, you'll get a big puffy jacket. We look like marshmallows when we wear them, or the Michelin tire guy is what I like to tell people we look like. But it's
Keeps
true.
you warm, man.
Yes, it is literally the most comfortable jacket. There's nights at my house will get so cold because my roommate likes to keep it really cold during the winter, that I will wear that jacket sometimes to bed because it's just so comfortable. But yeah, coaches, you'll get one of those. That's the only thing you have to turn back in as a student assistant, because I know the boys have to as well, but they reuse them for the boys every season because they're very expensive jackets.
Yeah,
I think I would guess they're a little over 100 per jacket because they're really pricey and they're huge. They're very comfortable though. But I'm sure if you come out to games and stuff like that, Coach will let me borrow one from the field house. I don't know. Our locker room is located behind the library, and if you, there's little buildings back there that say soccer.
I've been to the library, but never.
If you look behind the library, there's going to be a little building, and that's the men's and women's locker rooms. We're hoping hopefully within the next 15 years we'll have something like, softball has down here.
Yeah.
But
Is that the softball?
Yeah, softball, baseball's down here. Oh, that's the shed where all the gators and stuff go.
Okay.
This down here, Coleman, is what it's called. You'll always hear people refer that to Coleman. That's their athletic training room, locker rooms. I don't know if you know our softball team are national champions.
No.
Yeah, they've won a national championship, and they actually got that after they won. I think it was like a gift, or they gifted that to them, I believe is what it was for. I'm not quite sure the whole story, but that would be my guess. Expected to win this game today, actually, so the fact that they just scored is kind of breathtaking.
But the good thing is, we scored last time, first.
I don't know why. Yes, I know. They'll get worse as the sun keeps going down, I'm sure.
What team is it?
Southern Wesleyan or South Wesleyan.
Okay.
It's South or Southern. I don't actually know. It's actually really bad. I want to say it's Southern Wesleyan.
So it's different than Wesleyan.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe this is because I've never heard of Wesleyan University.
Warriors goal by number 5, Oscar Venegas. This is his first goal this season, assisted by Grant Kiker. The new score is Nighthawks 0, Warriors 1.
How often do they practice?
They practice every day when they don't have a game. Just about.
Even Saturday, Sunday?
No. We never have practice Saturday and Sunday unless Coach tells them. And usually for them to have practice on Saturdays or Sundays, because those are Coach's days off, they'd have to do something really bad for them to have practice on Saturday or Sunday. Since I've been with the team, I think they've had one Sunday practice. But I think that's all that they've had since I've been with the team. They've never really. Yeah, Mateus! Usually Mateus will come over here and wave at the camera because his family usually watches.
Is he the one that's from Brazil?
Yeah, this year we have 5 from Brazil. Mateus, Gustavo, Eduardo, Tuan, and
Nighthawks goal by number 11, Mateus Abreu. This is his first goal this season. He was assisted by Gabriela Garcia. The new score is Nighthawks 1, Warriors 1.
Gabby Garcia is also from Brazil.
Do they do they go to high school in Brazil, or how do they?
They're from there. Like a lot of our players come from another country to play. Some of these boys that we have recruited do come from another university.
But Brazil's just where they were born.
Yeah, Brazil. Yeah, Brazil's where they're born and where they're from.
Okay.
Yeah. So some of these boys are transferred from another university, but they are international students here playing soccer. Yeah. Half of our team, I want to say like 65% of our team is international, and then the rest of them are
That's pretty cool.
Americans.
Do most colleges like that?
Most colleges are, if they can afford it. It costs a lot to have boys from another country here because you do have to give them scholarship, most of them scholarships, because I mean they can't really afford
They're
college.
So busy.
Yeah, and this is how they pay for school. A lot of them is through scholarship and whatever else their parents don't pay for.
A lot of them, I see working in like child.
Yeah, they're allowed to work here as long as they have their student visa, which most of them will because you have to have that to be here in the United States.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're legally allowed to work. Some of them are. That was almost an own goal. But yeah, the boys are really nice. Like you'll get to know, once you get to know them, they'll treat you like a brother. They treat me like a sister. So it's really nice to be on the coaches. They act like my dads. So like they know everything I do, even when I don't think they do. They know. They know. Ooh, and one thing I will say right now is, if you think you're gonna try to get away partying with the boys during season, don't. Because they sometimes do get in trouble for partying during season, and you don't want to be involved in that.
Yeah.
So I know last year our GA got in trouble for it. So just try to be professional around the boys until at least season's out. Even after season's out, try to still be professional around them. I used to, when I first started working with them, sorry coach, I used to like go out to their like little soirees they used to have. But it became very old really quick. Just because I thought, you know, it's really unprofessional on my part to be here and to be encouraging this. So, postseason, I'm more lenient about it, but I don't really hang out with the boys because they're always around a lot of girls, and girls can be very judgmental. So I just stay away from them because if you're not trying to be with the boys, you're either dating them or trying to get with them, and I'm just like, yeah, no. Don't get me wrong, I mean, they're nice looking boys, but yeah, no, not my type.
No way!
But they're pretty cool though. They'll always invite you to things. That's why I'm saying that now, because they do invite you to a bunch of things. I mean, if you want to go. Like I said, just be careful because somehow it will always get back to the coach sometimes. So. Make sure my friend is because she's supposed to be coming to the game. But yeah, I really hope you stay with the job. I think you'll really like it. The boys are super nice. None of the boys have ever yelled at me for anything. And if they do, you tell coach. If they're ever disrespectful to you, you go straight to coach and let them know, and they will handle that situation. Don't ever yell back at the boys. At least I would never, just because I'm just like. Now, if they did something at their place and you're just like, yeah, no, then yeah, go ahead. But if they do something drastic, you always go and tell coach and let them handle it.
Yeah.
But other than that, this job is really, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I've been with them, this is my 4th year. I've been with them since I was a freshman here. So. And always try to conduct yourself in a good manner up here. Sometimes a ref will make a bad call. I've had a couple of times I've had to bite my tongue because Lindsay Reeves, our athletic director, does come out to our games sometimes, and she'll usually sit right down there in those chairs where that lady's walking.
Do they just show up later? Or?
Sometimes, well, we always have them set out just in case they come. Sometimes they can't make it because they do have families and stuff, and they have other priorities or responsibilities to deal with that day. But yeah, I'll always bite my tongue when I have some things to say because you can be kicked out as well. So just keep that in mind. They can.
That'll be really bad.
Yeah, and coach will be very disappointed because you're not only representing him, but I mean, you all are in a team, but you're representing him as a person or them as people. And they're very respected people on campus, so I always keep that in mind. It's like, shoot, if I mess up one way, like, it's going to be over. So I always try to think about that too when I'm making decisions on what I should do. So, because once you start working with them, people will start knowing you down in that athletic department. Like, they're like, oh,
Yes, hold on. Go away.
Is there a lot of seniors this year?
yes, we have, I want to say we have 8.
Go away.
During halftime, you don't have to stand up here if you don't want to. You can go down and interact with your friends. I always go over and get water. But like whenever you start working, you don't have to stay up here the entire time. You're more than welcome to go down, go across the field. I don't ever. One thing I will say to you is that during game day, make sure that you have all questions answered, if possible, before game starts, because coaches are in game mode, so they really don't want you come. It would be nice for them not to have questions on the day of the game, as there are trying to, their minds on the game. If you do have a question, always ask Coach Avram, or if you don't want to bother either coach, just go to the graduate assistant and ask. Because I try not to bother the coaches during game days just for out of respect, because I know they're trying to get stuff done. But I always will ask Ty or the GA at the time. So yeah, and they'll usually be able to answer your question. Because like a couple times I couldn't find the stands. I was like, sometimes that's the thing you do have to ask Coach Pat, because this is Coach Pat's personal belongings. That's why I say be careful with them when you take them, because it is his personal belongings. My roommate's puppy actually chewed on the little thing right here. So he wasn't mad. I ended up telling him. I was like, Coach, I'm so sorry. I'm like, you can fire me if you want to. But I was like, they make fun of me for it now. Because the puppy did get into the bag and start chewing on this. So that's it. That was a true story. Oh, and the bathrooms are right here. This little machine thing right here. That's where our bathrooms are. Concession things are below us. No. That's the bathrooms. Yeah, those are the bathrooms. And then right down here are the concession stands. Aaron, come on.
He's very tall.
Aaron, yeah.
How tall is he?
I think he's 6'2". Is how tall he is. I think he's our tallest one. I'm almost positive he's 6'2". And that, Aaron's so funny. He's literally one of my favorites. He literally is hungry like every 5 minutes. Like, you'll feed him a meal. This man, I'm hungry. She's like, where does it go?
Yeah, so long.
Yeah. If I had his metabolism, I would never stop eating.
Is he a senior or?
No, Aaron is a junior, I believe. He might be a sophomore. It's really bad, I don't know.
Where's he from?
Germany.
It's so cool to me, like all these people, all these different cultures and stuff.
We have boys from Brazil, Spain, Germany. Last year we had a kid from Serbia, Sweden. England is our biggest one. Most of our boys are from England. Yeah, they come from everywhere.
It's so fun.
Did you know Michael Akin?
Who's that?
He was one of our players last year. see now they're starting to warm up a little bit. It'll take them a second. You're always more than welcome to like yell at them. I always let them like, come on boys, you know, just give them some encouragement, but you don't have to. I always do. You get really into it, like especially during like big games when you know you really want to win. You'll get really into it.
Nighthawks goal by number 9, Alex Grant. This is his first goal this season. He was assisted by Gabriel Garcia. The new score is Nighthawks 2, Warriors 1.
Another one? Oh. I really thought it was another goal. I'm like, come on, Alex. And here comes our boys basketball team. Yes. I say our basketball team's our biggest supporters. They're super funny.
Karate, nice.
Yeah, when you start working like with all those different, like I said, the student athletes will treat you like you're a student athlete. Like I've never been disrespected by any of the student athletes. They usually conduct themselves in a very well manner.
They seem to support each other a lot in every event.
They're like a huge family. It's crazy. Like I've never seen something like this because I mean I played sports in high school, but my team didn't treat each other like this. Like it's so nice to be surrounded by this. Like I remember one year I had to go to a funeral and my little brother was sick at the time and coaches got me a card thinking I guess something happened to my little brother, but you get treated like a family here. Like they gave me a card and everything like that. They check in on you. Like they'll even make sure you're doing well in your classes. So don't think you can slack off in your classes. By the way,
he already asked me how I was good. Asked me if I missed any. I was like, oh yeah, I did actually miss one today.
Yeah, coach will especially if you have, what's your major?
Engineer.
Engineer, okay.
But I'm doing a dual degree.
Okay.
So I'll be out in 3 years.
Okay. Yeah, coach will always keep up. Like he'll ask me, he's like, okay, he's like, how are you doing? How's your classes going? You know. So yeah, they don't let you slack off because if you're gonna be part of this team, you're gonna treat it like a student athlete, and they're gonna expect you to make sure your work is done.
Yeah.
So, but because Coach Hudson, the one guy down there in the white shirt, he's really close friends with Coach Pat, and he's actually one of my professors. So Coach Pat will go and ask him like, how's he doing? You know, it's just like, go.
What does he teach?
Strength and conditioning. He teaches a lot of the kinesiology courses. So yeah, Coach Watson's he's a really cool professor. I've really enjoyed his classes. But like I said, if they know Coach Pat or Coach Avram, Coach Pat and them will ask. So I usually, like I said, you make your own schedule when you're working with them as well. The only times you ever have to be here is during games. If you can't make a game, let the coaches know. They're not going to penalize you for it.
Yeah, like I can't come this Saturday.
No, it's fine. Yeah, no. If you can't come to a lot of the games, it's fine. So just the games that you can make it to, feel free to come.
Yeah.
So.
I gotta go back home and get my truck running.
Oh dang! Is it messing up?
Yeah.
I need
transmission.
Oh. I have to get new brake pads on my car.
I bought a whole new brake system for my truck. Guess how much it costs? Just the part. It's not even labor.
So $200?
$840.
What in the world?
That's so much.
Over the summer I was going to Athens and I got a flat tire. I ended up having to get 2 new tires, a whole tire alignment, and new back brake pads. Yeah, $750. And I was just expecting to go in and get a new tire, you know?
Yeah,
Didn't know I needed all of that stuff. Oh, my axle, the reason I get a tire alignment was because my axle was broken. When I had gotten a flat tire, it broke my axle. Yeah.
I had like my whole hub assembly, which is like the bearings and everything.
Yes.
It like busted out and my tire was leaning and I had to get towed and it cost me $1,200 to fix it.
Wow.
And then my water pump went out and I had to get towed and that cost
Holy moly.
And then I had to get new tires and then I had to get new tires, which cost a little over $1,000 because they're like, I had big tires.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I wanted to treat myself, so I got new rims too, which were $900. So it was
Yeah.
Was that the basketball team? I'm ready for the go to the basketball games too.
Oh yeah, and we're in the new convocation center this year.
Is that just this year?
Yeah, it's our first year in there.
I didn't know.
They had the Peach Belt conference game in there. That was like the first basketball game that was played in there. But we are in the new convocation center this year, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited. This soccer field is really nice here.
Yeah, they got this a few years ago. It's turf.
Yeah.
A lot of people always ask us like, what is your field made out of? I'm like, it's turf. They're like, you guys have a turf field? Because I mean, they're expensive to get, but I mean, we're very lucky to have it. We've played at a couple fields before, and they're just
Bad condition.
oh my gosh,
That's how
terrible.
ours was. Like in high school, nobody wanted to come play there.
Yeah, same with ours. Same with ours.
Ours was so muddy. Do they have how many subs are allowed in college? Do you know?
I'm not quite sure. Coach, he doesn't really sub all that much unless he sees that a player really needs it. He's usually pretty set on his first team that he has. And you really have to earn your spot as a first team member. A lot of these boys have been starting since they were freshmen. And that's a big deal because as a freshman, you're not really expected to get that much playing time.
Yeah.
But a lot of these boys I've seen, they've been playing since they were freshmen.
If you put in the work and stuff.
Yeah, and you'll see in practice like who plays and who like really puts in the work.
Yeah.
But coaches usually say on his first team, if he sees a boy struggling, he'll take him out. They all wear heart monitors, so you'll see them have little bands.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, they're heart monitors. Every athlete on our campus actually wears them. As far as I know, every athlete has them.
They have to wear them all the time?
They have to wear them in practice and games. And it tracks what their heart rate is. If their heart rate gets too fast, they keep that over there and they look at that. If their heart rate's
Who
up
looks
to
at it?
our GA. And then he's responsible for those things. Or sometimes I'm sure the conditioning coach can.
Is it like a how do they get alerted?
He keeps an eye on the iPad.
Okay.
Yeah, they have
pretty cool.
Yeah, there's an app that they keep syncs to. Like last week, one of our boys ran 9 miles in a game.
Wow.
Yeah. The week before that, at one of our games, one of the boys ran 11. Well, like the most I've ever heard was 11.
They must be really in shape.
Oh, and if you ever hear the boys calling other people's names and you're like, the Oscar, we don't have an Oscar on our team. They're talking to the other boys on the team. They have a list of the names of who's on and off the field. So you'll hear that. You'll hear them say that a lot.
So that was the basketball team talking?
Yeah. They always get the rosters, especially like when our boys go to other games, they'll get the roster from the other team and they'll be like, okay, come on, like number 11, they'll call out their name and be like, you can't do that. And if you have to leave after the first thing, you can, because after this, all I do is just record again. When I finish, I just wrap this up, take the stand back down to coach, and I'll go and unlock the locker room, but that's about it. So if you don't want to stay during this entire game, you don't have to. You're more than welcome to leave after halftime, so don't feel pressured.
Stepping on for North Georgia is number 26, Andre Bashora.
I'm going to let you keep that shirt just until the end of the season, so if you come to games, just wear that.
Okay.
And then I'll take it back from you once season's over, just until you can get all your gear and stuff from coaches. But yeah, that's your shirt for you to wear. If you don't feel like wearing it, you can always wear a Nighthawk shirt or just wear some type of UNG shirt. Yeah, because you don't want to be wearing other school shirts while you're here at the game.
Okay.
So yeah, but yeah, keep that shirt until the end of the season, and I'll get it back from at the end of the season. Like I said, always look at the weather before you come, so make sure you bring your rain jacket and stuff like that, because it can get cold. When it gets colder and you're out here during games, I'll ask Coach to see if I can bring you one of our puffer jackets. So yeah.
Bug spray.
Bug spray, yes. That could have been a goal for them. Matt's very passionate, as you can tell. He's one of our very passionate players.
Where's he from?
England. And he is our first string goalie. I feel bad for 5. He's having to block Prince, and look the height difference.
When I played last year, I played defense, and we had a forward, and we played Monroe area, and he was 6'7". It was like impossible.
Yeah.
Just too big.
That's what happened. We went to Miami, or near Miami, a couple weeks ago, and we played Palm Beach Atlantic, and those boys are massive compared to ours. Ours are very lean, and those boys were stocky and very tall. Like some of our smaller boys were just thrown around like little dolls. Honestly. Ooh. You have a lot of homework to get done tonight?
Yeah.
Same, I feel ya.
I have to do this and finish it. I have a hard time starting this. I just can't.
Same. I've always struggled in English classes. I've come out with B's, but like I've had to work so hard for B's.
See, that's another problem is I've been handed grades in English, like, because my soccer coach is my English coach, so he just kind of gave me grades. I didn't have to work for it.
It kind of sounds like one of my teachers in high school too. I hated that. Because I just feel like I would put in the work for it, and then it's just like, okay, 100. It's just like...
No, I wouldn't put in the work. Like, I'm talking about I wouldn't do it.
Oh, you would... Oh, no. I would put in work, and they would just like, okay. And it's just like, I want to know if I did something wrong.
And then I also dual enrolled and took English 101 at Georgia State, and he actually helped me with 2 of my essays to get an A.
Wow.
I just not very good at English. And it's not like... I didn't ask him for help. I was like,
handball, ref! There was a handball. That ref sucks, by the way. The one in the middle, I'm not kidding you. He is the worst ref I have ever seen in my life. Yeah, like he literally, like this is the stuff that I mean. Like he'll stop the game after the thing was all people are causing commotion, and then he does it on his own time. Because that should have been a card. We should have had a PK in the box by now. Like,
He didn't get the card.
no, nothing. Where are you from?
From Jasper County, Georgia.
Okay.
The city's Monticello, but it's very small. Where are you from?
I'm living for Forsyth. Yeah, but I live in Dawsonville right now with my roommate. But my family lives in.
Then you kind of do know where.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Most people are just like, I've never heard of
Yeah,
it.
no.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, we're a very small school.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, for sports, it was good. You get to play, you get to start.
Yeah.
Started every year I played, so I guess that's not bad. But then again, we do lack in talent. So.
Yeah, that was the same with my school. Like, you were able to start because that's all we had. My goalie's gone really lucky because a lot of these goals should have already gone in. Look at the shots, 18-5.
Wow, a big difference.
And they probably haven't even.
Did Prince get something?
Yes.
He didn't look like he was showing after he got hit.
Yeah, we got to make sure he stays in tip-top shape because we have huge games coming up. Like University of Montevallo is a big one. Young Harris, of course. Lander. Flagler is a huge one. And we travel to them. And it's always really hot down there when we go.
Did 16 going from?
Yes. Till. He's from Germany.
Are the ones who don't have pennies on over there, are they injured?
Yes. I think we have 2 that are injured, or 3 that are really injured, and then the rest of them are just subs. But the ones who are in their blue are not playing right now because they're injured. That guy that you hear screaming, he comes to all of our games. He's a Dahlonega resident, and he loves the school. I think he went here. I think he graduated from here, and now he still comes to all the sports. Yeah, he goes to every sporting event. I've seen him there all the time. I didn't see him at the last game, so I thought something had happened to him, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like, why isn't he here? But I'm like, thank God he's here, because I was like, man, I was starting to get worried. I was like, oh, but you'll hear him every game. He's such a sweet soul. If you get distracted and you accidentally forget to lose track of the ball, it's fine, but always make sure you get the goals. That's the biggest thing. I've never missed a goal. Knock on wood.
I got a lot of expectations.
And this screen adjusts, so you can move it.
Stepping on for North Georgia is number 8, Alan Carr, and number 22, David Gonzalez.
Where's David?
Spain. And then
Stepping on for the Warriors is number 6, Romanov Jean.
Gustavo is from Brazil. Number 8. Those are the 2 that just substituted in.
And number 7, the defender, he was really good last night.
Oh, Jared. Yeah, Jared. Kid can play some soccer.
He's from England too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's really strong.
I know, he's tiny in frame. He used to be a lot stockier a couple years ago, but he has leaned down a lot, and he's so much faster too now.
Right here.
Stepping on for the Warriors is number 20, Jacob Cashour.
We're really not supposed to have those blowhorns in here, but they've given up after those.
They used to have those at our games too. Our football games especially. I played football for my senior year, I did. But I just kicked. That's all I did.
That was happened to one of our girls on our team. Her twin brother was on the team, and they actually asked her to kick in his place.
Really?
Yeah, his twin sister, yeah. And he was so embarrassed. He was just like, I can't believe you guys are doing this to me. But
Is she better than
yeah, she took all her corner kicks, all field kicks, like, or goal kicks, not goal kicks. So it's just like she was amazing. But she played on the boys football team, varsity football team. She was just a kicker. I really thought she was going to go far and stick with soccer and everything, but she was stupid after high school and started, and she got pregnant. And of course had to settle down and saw her family. She got a scholarship to play, but turned it down. The University of South Carolina. I was like, you're stupid. Yeah, stupid. I was just like, if I would have been asked to play, yes, in a heartbeat.
If I would have been asked to play anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah, absolutely.
Heartbeat. That was like my biggest dream.
Yeah. For the longest time, when I came up here, my mom told me, she's like, you should really try out for the girls team. And I was like, Mom, no.
Yeah, my dad said the same thing. I'm like, Dad, it's a different game.
It's a totally different world out here.
Because his big thing is, because I didn't even learn how to play soccer until I was in sophomore year. And after I had ankle surgery. He taught me, and he said because I was a quick learner or something, and then I started my first year I ever played.
Yeah.
He said, you should keep trying and stuff. And he's trying to put me in, like, academies and stuff. I'm like, it's kind of too late. I feel like it's too late for me to stop.
Same.
He said, I'll pay for it. I was like, it's too late.
Yeah, I grew up playing
club here.
Yeah.
Just as fun.
You see, a lot of our boys come from club teams. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of our American boys have come from club teams.
Yeah, like that one guy. I read his book back. He walks around with it all the time.
Clayton? Is it a tall one?
No. He's the black stockier one.
Oh, okay. Yes. Omar.
Yeah.
Omar, yes.
He played somewhere.
Yeah. A lot of our boys come from United, United Football Club. And then
there's a lot of people that come from there that play on that club too.
Really?
They're really good. I'm like, wow. There's players there that turn down their scholarships. Like, they had scholarships to play, not here, but different schools.
I wish I could have gone. Like, we had a scout come out one time to one of our games, or it wasn't a away game, but they had a scout there, and he was scouting 2 girls on for our team, and they both turned it down. I was like, you guys are dumb. I'm like, dumb. I cried all the way home that game. And when I got home, my mom was like, why are your eyes red? I'm like, Mom, I was like, there was a scout there tonight, and 2 girls got offered scholarships. And she was just like, nuh-uh. And I was like, yes. I'm like, 2. And I'm like, Mom, they turned them down. I'm like, they turned them down. And I was crying when I said, I'm like, Mom, they turned them down. And she was like, it's okay. She's like, calm down. I'm like, no, it's not okay.
No, nobody from our school that ever got a scholarship.
Yep.
Well, like 2 for football, maybe. But like, we had a couple for basketball. We actually had one. I played football with him. He got a scholarship for football to play at Culver. It's a smaller private school in Missouri. Mm-hmm. And he actually went there for a week, and he quit. Now he does not go to college at all.
I can't even imagine.
Like, why would you? I have friends. I have one friend. I went to an all-star game with Scout, and there were scouts there for football. But I didn't get any offers. But one of my friends did. He's playing at Shorter University.
Okay.
He's a big guy there. We have a basketball player from our school that's playing at Point University.
Oh wow.
And then we have one that used to go to our school. He went to our school for 2 years and then transferred to Morgan County. Have you heard of Morgan County? You never heard of Morgan County?
Never.
They're a bigger school. They're in Madison, Georgia.
Oh, okay. I've heard of Madison.
Yeah, and they're really good. They get a lot of scholarships on like schools to recruit there. And he has 27 offers for basketball. And it's his senior year this year. He's really good.
Wow. See, all of our I went to in an area, a county where we had a lot of private schools. I went to school in Savannah, Georgia, and we have 5 private schools down there, or 4.
1 minute remaining.
And they always got scholarships. Those kids did, always.
Yeah, private schools.
Like, it was ridiculous. I was just like, really? But our school really couldn't afford to pay a scout to come out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we were only lucky to have them if we went to another school who could afford them. The one with the coach from USC, he was at another team we went to, and he was technically scouting for their team, but none of the girls ever got offers from their team. It was girls from our team, and our team wasn't even that great. We lost that game. Like, the girls who did play on the team, we had maybe a handful of girls who were actually good, decent, and the rest of them, they were just girls who played because we basically had to beg people to play soccer for our school because no one wanted to play it, or no one wanted to play because it was a really big sport.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then you just push that button again.
Yellow card issued to number 4, Marshall Ball.
Oh, just a heads up, when we score, they like to play a hawk noise, so don't think it's a real one.
Stepping on for North Georgia is number 3, Omar Lewis, and number 18, Jacob Eck.
Keep him down. Right here, I'll straight. Take that, come on, man. You gotta know his character. He's a good guy. Hey, let's talk. Come on back.
Yellow card issued to number 19, Prince Domafrie.
Yeah, shake it up, Prince. I know you for real. I know you for real. There we go, Shub. Every time our coach takes the ball, we let him shoot. No, when he has the ball, use your tread. Keep your head up, Pharaoh! He's not ready for it! Yes, Molly! Right! Lock him in there! Whoa! Yeah! Okay, oh! Yes! I see you, oh! Let's go, fellas! Go get me. Hey! Let's go! Get through!
Stepping on for the Warriors is number 16, Kale McLarkin. Yellow card issued to number 18, Isaiah Wilkins.
Are you ready, Nighthawks? Are you ready, Nighthawks? I can hear you. Oh, who lives in the mountains is hard to be. Come on, let's go. You can't even see. I live in mountains. Something you wish. As big as a bird, as small as a fish.
So done with them. Oh, come on, boys.
Let's go, Gabby! Let's go, Gabby! Let's go, Gabby! Woo! Start! Start! Come on, Gabby! Yeah, talk to him, ref. Get out of here. Hey, get to that. Marshall, his name Marshall. Yeah, on guard him all. Obviously wrong. What do you do? He's getting the ball. Okay, guard him all. Hey, Mark! I say let's play! Come on!
Prince, are you serious?
Head up, Prince! Head Nice. What an Oscar! Woo! Let's go, Briggs! Let's go, Briggs! Let's go, Briggs! Woo! Are you being split?
Whew. I feel like this game has gone by so slow today.
It really has.
Like, I honestly feel like this is so slow. Like, I'm just like, this game should have already been over.
It is. I think this game is going longer. Like there must have been more stops because we started on time and there's still 6 minutes left, and we're usually done by like 8:45.
Yeah.
It's already 8:50.
It's that middle ref.
Yeah,
He stops for every single thing.
Yeah, they've stopped so many times.
Always gets in the way of the ball. Like, I hate when he refs because he gets in the way of the ball all the time. Like, he has to be the show, like the man of the show. Like, it's so annoying. Like him dropping the ball, that was not necessary.
Yeah.
It's just wasting time.
So now I gotta go. I gotta shower and then watch a movie and analyze it for class.
Yeah, I have to write an annotated bibliography tonight. So.
I'm gonna be up late and I got work in the morning today.
Oh my gosh, I have an exam, a makeup exam tomorrow. So I won't get sleep tonight. But it's my last two big things due for the week. So once I get this done, I'll be fine.
I've been putting all my stuff off. I still got to do this, 2 discussion posts, and an online assignment, a worksheet, and 2 papers.
Dang, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's the beauty of having 2 online classes. I hate online classes.
Same. They cost so much too.
They cost so much, and there's a lot more work. You have to do discussion posts.
Yes.
Because you can't speak.
Yep.
And this was even worse because it's for French.
Oh God.
And so since we're not able to actually like to speak to get practice or whatever, we have to do the discussion post to get our practice in.
Wow.
So every week between the 2 classes, I have 3 discussion posts and 4 homework assignments.
Wow.
Plus a composition every 2 weeks. So it's a lot, and I have been very lazy this week and haven't done anything.
Yeah, I feel you. I've been sick, so.
I took classes this summer and I'm so over school.
Yeah.
That I just can't make myself do my homework right now.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm right there with you.
Especially because it's not due until Friday at midnight. And so I procrastinate and do it like Friday morning. Always.
I feel you. I feel you.
I'm gonna teach you two. Let's rise, you ready to chant. One last chant for the night. I'm gonna bang something twice. Y'all gonna clap. Alright, when I do that, we're also hey, it's gonna follow me. It's gonna follow. And then the next one's gonna be in. And then the next one's gonna be in. Got it? Who's on, boys? Alright, here we go. I need all songs. Oh, I needed to be louder than that. Restart. I needed to restart. I needed you. Let's practice that. Let's practice the you. The method. You. There we go. All right, here we go. I need something. Y'all ready? I'm gonna kick. All right, Check my shoes. Right there. That's great. All right, here we go. I need the hands up. In the air, ready for the catch. Just like this. All right, here we go.
One minute remaining.
Oh, Sean, we're still hitting the song. We still got to hit the
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.